All right, so we're on a little metal detecting adventure today on one of my favorite creeks. And it's one of my favorite because I almost always find something here, mostly Civil War, but occasionally some colonial stuff too. And I'm very hopeful that we will load our digging back up today with bullets and cannonballs and 8 real coins. You never know. Stay tuned. Okay, I think we may have our first delicious little niblet right here. Yeah, right there. Low 60s. Unfortunately, I'm walking down creek, so we're not going to be able to see anything underwater. Although I wouldn't say this is a really happy niblet to find. It is non-ferrous. It's a rifle casing, by the way. So it was a nice little squeak. And next one might be a Civil War belt buckle or sleigh bell or maybe even a bullet. I was detecting along and I actually eyeballed something. All right, oh, look at that. I haven't even picked that up yet. That's old. I mean, that's old. That's like easily, that could be 1700s, early 1800s, easily. There's a bolt. Well, that's not 1700s or 1800s. So just found a little piece of lead. I suppose this is a fired bullet of some sort. You can kind of see the base. That's what the base would have been. It's really smushed up. It might have hit a rock or something, or a tree at close range. But yeah, that's I can't say that's Civil War era for sure. But I do think it was a conical bullet, you know, a pointed one, and not like a round musket ball. Well, I didn't get you out for this one, but I wish I had. This is a big old mini ball. I believe that's a 69er. Very nice. I have dug so much melted aluminum and like pull tabs and stuff that I really haven't been getting out much. But if I start to get into some bullets, I'll definitely get you some underwater action. I certainly could have done it right there, but yeah, that's a beauty. So this sounds like it could be a good one. I hope I'm not jinxing myself. Right there. Oh no, I can see it's a piece of aluminum. This is melted aluminum, kind of lightweight. This is probably like a beer or soda can somebody threw in the fire. These sound really, really good on a metal detector. They read high, much higher than you think aluminum would read. But yeah, that's all it is. I'm not going to let you see my next signal. Maybe after that, if it's something good. So that's kind of weird. Look at that little raft of insects. Let's go see what they're up to. See them. I guess they're not dead, are they? Maybe they are. But you see there's lots of other things hopping around on them, so I'm not sure what's going on there. But isn't that freaky looking? Now that's a beauty right there, isn't it? That is a mini ball. 50, I guess it's a 58 caliber. Looks like it might have something in the base. Or maybe it's just a weird base. Let me blow it out. Got like a little dot in there or something. It's kind of weird. All right, that's a beautiful little mini ball. Let's try to find some more, and we'll try to get some outdoor action if it ever clears up. So following this little washout along, I'm actually standing on hard clay, and it got a nice little signal, and it is another mini ball. That's fired. You can see the rings have pretty much been smoothed out. It's been nipped right here in the nose. That means it's a nose cast. Not bad. Got another mini. I mean, if nothing else, we did find some relics today. You can't complain about that. Any relics, any day is a good day, at least for me. Well, I just found a nice fixer-upper. That looks like an aluminum canoe. Yes, indeed. It wasn't so far out, I might float it down creek. But I don't think we'd make it. Mostly because we're going up creek to get out of here. Well, I just found some river treasure. It's not all swolled up, as they say up in the holler, but yeah, I don't think it's going to be something we can just turn on and get back to someone. All right, usually I can turn things on. Usually. All right, I'll behave myself, I promise. Well, I think some people had a bad day, and I hope it wasn't the people in that wrecked canoe we just found. Because here's another, I think it's another phone. What do you think? It was definitely something weird. Now before you say it, I think it does look exactly like the other one I found, and I don't think it fell out of my digging bag, but we're going to check together. Okay. Well, now there it is. Okay, good. I'm not crazy. I figured it must have, well, I figured you must have figured it fell out of my bag. So this is kind of weird, because here's the remains of another phone. I got to tell you something. I have been on this creek before, but I've never found a phone in the many times I've been here, and I found 3 in one spot by a wrecked canoe. So kind of makes you wonder, doesn't it? So I found this chunk of iron that, boy, I don't know what it is, but it kind of reminds me of a portion of a giant, you know, Shenko shell. So what we're going to do is we're going to bash it on this rock and see if it's worth keeping. All right, you ready? Just, ooh, no, it isn't. I saw that curvature on there, and I was thinking, man, might be that, but it's not. I don't know what it is, though. The other end. You don't want to like completely break it in two, but you hit it enough times, the stuff will, crust will break off, like it's doing. All right, so what do you think it is? It's sharp, that's what it is. I think this is fairly old. Yeah, I think it's old. I think it's hand forged by looking at that. No idea though. Boy, I don't know. If you guys are any historical experts out there, if you know what that thing is, let me know. I definitely think it's old and hand forged. So, all right, yeah, that's clean enough. We'll bring it home, see if we can figure out what it is. I have no idea. Not sure what this thing is, but it's like, I guess it's a copper alloy of some sort. I suspect it's not terribly old. No idea. It's got holes in it. I guess there probably screws one in there. I don't know. I don't think it's really worth keeping. But we'll throw it in a bag anyway. Well, I think we dug another bullet. Yeah, 100%. Look at that. That's the base right there. And you can see where the rifling grooves have been cut in there. I'm pretty certain this is going to be like a Civil War mini ball. Not 100%, but there's not too many modern, when I say modern, I'm saying 100 years old or newer, that would have a base like that. And we'll clean it up. I'll get you a picture. Well, we have a really nice signal here, but unfortunately I've clouded the water up, so I don't want to wait for it to clear. It's a good signal here, and it's right on the bedrock, so I think we can just go under, and I'm not going to put you under because it's too cloudy, and pick it up. Hopefully it's at least a bullet, if I can find it. I know it's here. All right, is it on? Yeah, okay. So it sounds great, but I'm not going over it. What we'll do is take the detector. All right, so take the detector, we'll run it over it and see if we can find it again. All right, it was out in front of where I just looked, so. Ow, I just put my, ow, gosh. Put my knee on a rock or a piece of glass, I'm not sure which. All right, should be out here. Okay, it's way over here. Boy, I was off. I'm hoping that's at least a bullet, man. Yeah, it's right on the bedrock. Must be a hole or something in there that it's down in. I just think I'm gonna have to put you away. Yeah, I'm sorry. I thought it was one of those we could just reach down and pick it up, but it's like solid rock, but there's a little spot there where there's a hole, and I can feel like gravel and stuff in it, so there's something in there. I'll let you see what it is once I get it out, whether it's a shiny bullet or a pull tab. Well, I hate to say it, but I can't get it out of wherever it is. I mean, it's a good squeak, so what we're going to do, it looks like the current's moving this way, so we'll go ahead and go over that way and dig around a little bit, and we'll come back to it and put our mask on and see if we can see what it is underneath there, because I should be able to just pick it up. Unless it's like a coin stuck down in the crack, a little silver coin. Don't hold your breath. So this is a fired bullet. Man, it hit really hard. It almost looks like a 45-70, I think, maybe. But can't say for sure, it's too messed up, but yeah, that's it took me a while to get that one. It was wedged down in the rocks too. Here we go. Just a couple feet away from that fired bullet, that 45-70 or whatever, I just found a big old fired 69 caliber. You see how smooth it is? That tells me that it was probably, laying on a rock, on the rocks, in the bedrock, and just rolling around maybe in a small hole, especially like during floods. That's what happens, they get all smoothed out. Alright, well, I'll tell you one thing, we're going to be heading back up creek because I want to get home before it gets too late and get some food. I'm always hungry. Well, I only moved about 3 feet and I found another bullet. This is a pistol bullet from the Civil War, and you can see it's kind of smooth too. So this is rolling around as well. I'm standing on like pretty flat bedrock right here. Pretty sweet. This was a hot spot, and we'll definitely come back here. Just found this thing, and it's like I guess that's probably like a homemade fishing weight. It's like a tube. We got lead, kind of crude, but you can see there's like a line going down there, and that's maybe where they affix the line. I'm just assuming that's what it is. I really don't know for certain. What the heck do you think that thing is? Looks like it's copper or brass. Let's give it a bath. Boy, I don't know. It's got that little curvature there. I can't tell if that's tapered or not. And that's, I don't know how it's got a hole in it right there. Something there, so it fits in. I have no idea. Again, I'm clueless. Maybe there's somebody smart out there who can tell us what it is. I sure don't know. Dang, we're doing pretty good here. That's definitely a fired one. If you look, you can see the that's where the ramrod went down and kind of smushed the top of it. So this is probably my last target of the day because I'm just about off the creek, and it's a giant chunk of lead. I like to think it was a big old bullet, but it's awfully big for a bullet. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed the little adventure today. I'm going to go ahead and put my stuff up and walk on out of here. It was a good day. I mean, we found mostly bullets, but I'm always happy with bullets. You know me. Hope you join me on the next one. The next one's going to be freaking awesome. I don't even know what I'm going to do yet, but it'll be awesome. We'll see you then, I hope.
Keep hidden in her dirt or deep in her creek. Mother Earth, she ain't saying exactly what she's saving, where it is or what it might be. Mother Earth, you are my lady, my big round baby. I'll rock you until I go to sleep. She don't care